Hey everybody, it's Heiden, and I'm back with the Italian versus Heiden campaign. It is January 14th, 1942, turn 39. Yeah, it's been 5 days since the last video that I've been able to record. We've been killing these turns. Alright, so what you're seeing here, because you already missed what happened previously, these are ships that are fleeing Darwin because we just took Darwin last turn. I'll explain more when we go around the map. So, yeah. I wasn't intending to run into these, but hey, since we're heading back to Kendari to rearm, might as well kill them on the way. And they are dead. Okay, 3 AKLs are worth nothing. The ammo that I shot at him was worth more. Okay, I'm just out here picking off these bases now at this point. Okay, Dutch subs have been hanging out near Kendari and been taking pot shots at us for days. Nothing's really come of it. We haven't hit any of them. They haven't hit any of us. Dang it. That's new. I have not seen that thing sitting there before. The GAR. We got very lucky here. We almost laid a torpedo into one of our AOs, but fortunately, it didn't happen. Yikes. I need to get some better ASW situation going on at Truck. This is a very important base for me right now. Okay. I am bombing the airfield of Batavia because I see a lot of aircraft here. Let's see what we hit. 1 aircraft destroyed. A float plane destroyed, 2. I don't think that's a float plane. Maybe it is. Okay, looks like we destroy a Buffalo and a Dutch B-10. All right, cool. I'll take free kills. Okay, these are Nels coming out of Kupang. These are the leftovers that did not die in Darwin, and I'm trying to slow them down. Okay, another raid coming into Batavia. Okay, we destroy... Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more aircraft on the ground, including these fighters, man. Any aircraft that I kill on the ground is good news for me. Okay, softening up this unit for an attack. Yeah, we'll probably have it nice and ready to go. Okay, I'm bombing this collection of Allied troops south of Kwanton. It's one of the last holdouts here in Malaya. Just trying to kill it off. Using all the bombers I got for this. Alright, so this is a pretty big raid on Mandalay, and I'll explain more why we're hitting this base and why we have been for so long. Okay, so there's some stuff going on here at Mandalay, and I think I want to exploit it next turn. And I bombed the ground here to see what unit he had. A BMP Battalion, Burma Command, and an Auxiliary AA Regiment. Okay. Uh-oh. So, I'm here on Cairns. I landed here a couple days ago with paratroopers, and it looks like he doesn't like that very much. So he's hitting us from Townsville. Which makes sense. I'd do this too. Okay, this is another raid on Mandalay. I'm targeting the airfield this time. As you can see here, we've got Dutch P-40. I'm sorry, not Dutch. These are Flying Tiger P-40s. Just been sitting here. Reported his hit, huh? That's good. Hopefully we're actually hitting him and damaging them. Alright, let's see if we can hit this guy. Nope. Nope. It's gonna have to be the aircraft that do it, I think. Alright, so I'll talk more about this later, but these bombardments at Clark have been not going well for me at all. I'm very concerned here, honestly. Like, we're not trading well here, as you'll see here in a little bit. Like, this looks fine, but wait till he fires back. Like, and I don't really have a good answer for it. Okay, still dealing with partisans out here near Kaifeng. Can't quite get them off the road. We keep hurting them, but they just won't die. Okay, and then the blockade of Chusien. It's not really going anywhere. Just kind of feeling this unit out to see what they got here. And this is the unit that we're going to be attacking that we were able to really hurt them here. With the bombing kind of weakened them up. It made it easy for us to defeat them. Okay, shock attack here. These are some of the leftovers from Rangoon. We've been chasing them up the road. It's just my tank regiment that's doing the shooting right now. This is basically all he's got left that survived out of Rangoon, and we're just bleeding it dry as it goes up the road. There won't be hardly anything left of these guys when I'm done with them. Okay, so we're attacking these troops here near Kwanton. We're getting good assault odds, but we just cannot seal the deal. We're not hurting them and causing enough casualties, so I don't know what it's going to take here to get these guys dead. A lot of bombs, I'm guessing. Now, watch this bombardment, guys. He is absolutely murdering us, and I don't know what to do. Look at these losses. I'm taking these every single day. And I just don't have an answer. Our AV is ticking down every day he does this. Okay, paratroopers hitting Bowen in Australia because, you know, why not? I noticed he had it unprotected, so why not take it? Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice. That's gonna be worth some points. Okay. Boy, I got a lot to talk about here. Let's start with today. Aircraft losses for today. 11 for the Allies, 2 for us. We destroy, looks like 6 aircraft. Here, these were in Batavia. This is in Burma. We lose a Lily and a Betty. Top pilots here, only 1 kill today. Ship sunk. These are the 3 ships that we caught near Darwin, retreating. Army loss points, as you can see, are pretty high for the Allies, but we're slowly bleeding up every day due to attrition at Clark Field, which is getting bad. But as you can see, our score is looking really good here. In fact, if I bust out my calculator, I'll tell you what we're at right now. 15625 divided by 5832. Oh, sorry. 15625 divided by 5832. 2.68 to 1. That's a pretty decent win ratio, guys. We're killing it. All right. So, China. So far, here's what's happened to get you caught up. We have taken out all the Chinese troops at Cao Cao. They have surrendered. I'm in the process of moving in a garrison unit here. I'm slowly but surely working my way onto these Chinese troops, and we've got the rail line reopened to Hankow after days of struggle. I've got a few more units here I need to clean up, but we should have them done soon. At Xi'an, we are successful in clearing that out and the hex to the north. We've pushed the Chinese up the road, and I think he's deploying in the wrong direction, which honestly, I think is really good for us. So we just made it into Ankang, right? So these troops are going to wait for reinforcements to arrive in the form of some infantry units that are close behind. Okay. We'll probably attack here in 2 turns when I have enough forces. Or, well, no. I think there's a lot of AV in there, so we'll wait. We'll wait to attack here. Yeah, but here's what I've done. So we pushed him up the road this way, and he's deploying in the wrong direction. He's taking up positions on this road here, and looks like he's moving into this hex here. The problem for him is I'm not going this way right now, right? So he's forming up to protect the road into Chongqing, but my armor is flanking him at full speed, heading straight for Kuncheng, right? So armor is heading in there to start working on these guys, and I have a lot of infantry coming up behind it. My intention is to flank him here. He's deploying to the south while we're moving to the north. And we're going to take this base and take Lanchao and completely cut him off. Then we're going to come back down the road and hit him from the other side. And I don't think he's going to have an answer for that that's going to be any good. So, yeah, we're coming up the Ankang Road here, and we're flanking him out towards Kuncheng over here. And, yeah, I don't think he realizes that's what we're doing right now. Okay, we got lucky here. So last 3 turns ago, I sent a division in a race to try to take Chikiong before reinforcements from Changsha got up there. The problem is that I shock attacked into here and we were not successful. The division basically took no losses but was unable to take the base. In the meantime, another 1200 AV came up from Changsha and got there into the hex at the same time. So I was running as fast as I could to leave there because we were just badly outnumbered. We were able to get out, but this attack on Chikiang has failed. I did not bring enough. I was not willing to send more than one division over there because I need to hold this flank in case this Changsha contingent decides it wants to leave here and maybe counterattack north. I have to have enough force to stop these guys. So I didn't want to abandon this position because trying to get over this bridgehead again would be impossible if he came up here and reinforced Changte. I don't think I'd ever get back over it without dying. So I've elected to hold this position. I'm going to fall back to this, and we'll figure out another plan because this didn't work. Fortunately, a little bit further south, I'm gathering up forces down here that are pretty good. I've got 240 AV on this bridgehead at Henyang with 2 more divisions coming in here. My intention is to quickly take these 2 bases and more or less cut off Changsha from supply and everything. Now, it does have some industry, and it does make its own supply to some extent, but it can't sustain this amount of troops on its own. So if I can cut off all the bases that supply it, it's going to make this position a lot more untenable for him, and it's going to force him to react and do something. Unfortunately, I did screw up down here. Oops, sorry. Screwed up down here at Chusian. Moving around to reinforce this area here, I actually uncovered a couple hexes. So I was able to fix it here. I've recovered this hex, but this is still technically open, so he could retreat out this way if I attacked. So what my plan is now, it's to basically move back into this hex and close it up and seal this off because I want to start attacking these troops here, but I want to kill them in place, and if they have any way of getting out of the hex, they're going to escape that way, and I don't want that. Okay, so in Burma, things have been going well. I've been owning Rangoon for quite a few days. We're building up the base. I've got a lot of engineers and aviation support in here. I've got quite a bit of troops working on killing these leftover survivor units from Rangoon. I don't think any of these will ever make it out of here alive. Also moving on Tungu. Now, this attack on Mandalay, here's what I see. And I can talk about this right now because there's like almost a month delay. By the time you see this, it will have already happened. So I can tell you what I'm planning to do. This is at least 1 squadron, if not more, of the Flying Tigers just sitting here at Mandalay. I've been bombing them for days. He's not moving. He's not flying cap. He needs to rail these out. I don't know what he's doing. I'd get them to Myakina or something. Fly them. I don't know if he's just not paying attention or what. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I know he's got almost no forces here worth a damn. We're going to heavily bomb this place again next turn, hoping that his planes stay in place. And I'm going to use these 2 paratrooper regiments, and I'm going to use every available transport that I got to drop 2 paratroop units on Mandalay. The goal here is to capture these Flying Tiger units. I think we can do it. I think 2 Flying Tiger units are possibly here and degraded. So we're going to paratroop on these things. And if successful, we'll capture all these aircraft and destroy them on the ground. Wish me luck. I think he's weak here. I think he's got less than 20 AV, if that. Between my bombing, which is on clear terrain, and my shock attack from the paratroopers, I think we can take this base. All right, in Malaya, I'm working on killing these guys and these guys. Now, these guys are quite a big pocket, right? They don't have a lot of AV, but they have a lot of disabled devices that are hard to kill. And they're sitting in jungle terrain, which is hard to bomb, but I'm working on it. Singapore's looking... Oops, I was going to say Singapore's looking great. We just made size 7 airfields on the way to size 9. The base is fully repaired and supplied. I'm working... unfortunately, when I took Singapore, the industry was completely trashed. So every single thing that could be destroyed was more or less destroyed here. So I'm having to rebuild the repair shipyard from scratch. This is unfortunately going to cost me a lot of supply, but I have to do it. I got to have it. So we're building that up right now. Got a lot of ships in port here. Working on repairing some. Let me see. Can I get this guy in the shipyard yet? Nope. Can't get in the shipyard because it's too many tons and I don't have enough repair capacity, right? Oh, that's not what I want. I need the Kobe Maru. I need a shipyard capacity of 6, and I got 5. So I can't fully repair that yet. Okay. Looking good over here. I haven't really made any more moves on Borneo because I don't really need any of these bases right now. So I'm just taking my time. There's no rush here. Same up here. No rush. Batavia. I've been bombing these aircraft here, and we're getting some good hits on them. Same as Surabaya. We've been bombing these for days, and we've destroyed quite a few aircraft on the ground, but there's still more to go. But I'm kind of okay with it for now, with everything we've done here. Okay. Dutch East Indies just got subs hanging out near Kandari, but we're working on killing those off with my Bettys flying ASW. They don't have a lot of skill yet, but they're getting there. Let me see. Yep, working on that. Hopefully, eventually, some of these bombs will connect and we'll kill these subs. So Darwin, we took Darwin 2 turns ago now. Or I guess it was last turn. I don't know. 2 turns. All right, I got to get this ship in. It was damaged. These are the only ships that actually took damage during the attack on... I take it back. There was 3 ships that took damage. One is already sunk. I'm trying to save this one, but it's on fire. So I'm going to try to get it into Darwin and disband it next turn to see if we can save it. I don't know if we can. As far as Darwin goes, we're working on building up the forts and the airfield capacity. And these are the only remaining troops that got out of Darwin alive. 3 units surrendered, and we caught up to them with armor. So the armor is going to go into shock attack mode on this clear terrain and try to kill some more of these... what do you call them? The Australian units. And I'm using bombers from Kupang to hit them and slow them down. The 65th Brigade fragment is on pursuit as well. And I have 56th Division just kind of sitting here repairing itself. It took a fair amount of damage over 2 days of combat at Darwin, but we finally took it. It took 2 turns. Okay. And basically now, having taken Darwin, he has 0 visibility or eyesight on anything we're doing. I could even at this point take Bula and Babo because he doesn't have the range to really hit these with B-17s anymore. I guess out of Balikpapan he could, but that would be kind of silly. Out of Surabaya, he definitely doesn't. So there's no allied bases that are worth anything that could actually launch raids on these oil bases. So I'm thinking about taking them now at this point because we can, and we can start extracting the oil out of these places. Solomon's is looking good, just consolidating, grabbing some dot bases. Not much else going on here. So we captured Cairns a few turns ago with paratroopers because he left it open. I have since flown in a Japanese aviation support unit and some recon planes, and the reason being was I wanted to kind of see what he's had out here. So yesterday we recon Bowen and determined he had nothing here, so I dropped paratroopers on it. Right, next turn. Let me see. Can we even get there from here? 22. Mavis. A little bit short. All right, guys. I want to start taking some of these bases up here. He's leaving them undefended. Townsville is the only base that has anything in it. So I think we're going to paradrop on Rockhampton next turn and take this too. And I'll probably follow it up with additional forces here. This is looking kind of juicy. And I really want to kind of explore this a bit and see what we can do with it, because I feel like he's left a lot of opportunity for us in northeastern Australia. So I'm going to grab these bases while I can, and we'll see what comes of it. So the last video you saw was me talking about deep intel, Ward Carroll style, on Brizzy. So we hit it and damaged the resources there and some industry. But at the same time, we found out that he had a substantial amount of aircraft here. So the turn after that, which I didn't record, GIGABYTE hit it one more time. And what we found was a bunch of Banshees and a bunch of P-40Es. So these Banshees are actually like Douglas SBD dive bombers, but they're Army variants We destroyed 15 of them, which is a lot. That's almost half of all the ones he gets out here. We also destroyed 15 P40Es. So what that told me was that he's got his bombers here, and he's got at least one of those P40E squadrons in the hex. Now, the Allies get 3 or 4 P40E squadrons in early January, and they're full of crappy pilots, but they're full of planes. And those squadrons can be very dangerous if I want to keep strat bombing Australia, because they could pop up anywhere and cap trap me. So that intel and destroying those aircraft on the ground here the day after that really helped me kind of gauge what the threat level in Australia is now. And I would say it's medium, because GIGABYTE's got a lot of fighters on it, and we can usually overwhelm that. But it's a risk to attack bases with fighters in it, right? But now that I know we've destroyed a bunch and he's got them here and the Banshees are here, that means that we're safer to operate up here, at least temporarily. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll operate up here, and we'll see what we can do at Rockhampton, Bundaberg, Maryborough, because we got the opportunity to do it. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Elsewhere, no activity on the bottom of the map. We haven't seen anything going on out here either. I do need to get some more subs over to Pago, though, so we'll probably do that soon. And Central Pacific's looking pretty quiet. I was able to successfully extract my maroon troops at Enderbury Island back to Baker. And in here, what we're going to do is we're going to pack all these guys up and get them back to Tabatouia to rejoin with the leftovers that didn't die. So the 53rd Naval Guard unit was the one that took a lot of losses out here, I think. Actually, it might have been the 51st. It was the 51st. The 53rd got chewed up too. So I'm in the process of replacing all these units. And that's about it. We don't know where the carriers are at. We haven't seen much else. We know he's got something at Christmas Island due to SIGINT, but that's about it. All right, guys. Sorry about the gap in turns, but like I said, Italian and I have been moving a lot of turns, and a lot of the times that I'm moving the turns, I'm not at home to record the stuff. So I'm going to try to mitigate that and not do as much of that. But there's going to be some times where there's going to be some gaps. I'll do my best to fill it in for you guys. It's not my intention to skip every turn like this, but I've been valuing turn production over video production lately because I want to move this campaign along. We're moving at a great pace. Catch you guys on the next one.